You can count on begins with what could have been a deadly experience for one young woman. She ran off a Saluda County road in last night's heavy rains. By the time she got rescued, her car was almost completely underwater. Ashley Bridges is live in the newsroom tonight with that story for us. Ashley?
Brad, while the experience Rihanna had was certainly harrowing and she does have a story to tell, for me this raised much bigger questions about keeping all South Carolina drivers safe, because it was incredibly hard to get Rihanna's car out of the water today, but it was far too easy for it to go in. The spot where she was washed off the road had no guardrails and no shoulder, even though it's right by a 15-foot drop into the water.
It was black and red, I think.
A call no parent needs to hear.
You think of the worst nightmare. You've seen movies where cars have been submerged underwater and they're trying to gasp for air, and you know, it's like being in a coffin filling with water.
That's what was happening to Kim's daughter, Rihanna.
I thought I was going to drown. I couldn't get out. I was trying to kick.
Rihanna's car hydroplaned on South Carolina Highway 193. She went over this narrow embankment, dropped 15 feet, and floated several hundred yards down the creek as her car filled with water. She fished out her waterproof cell phone from the floorboard and called her mom.
To think that you can't do anything and you can't find her, and she's calling you, and you can hear the water rushing in the car, and you're like, oh my God, where are you? And she was like, I'm in the water, Mom, I'm in the water.
Rihanna's brother Daniel was a short distance behind her, and after a call from his mom, he spotted his sister's skid marks. Last night they say the water was at least 6 to 8 feet higher, but Daniel dove right in.
I saw my brother. I was not going to drown in front of him.
The family says it's a miracle Rihanna didn't die.
No rails whatsoever. Rails would have at least kept her in the road instead of going down this creek and into these woods. I can't imagine there being an excuse why there isn't guardrail here.
And this is a wake-up call, because next time somebody may.
In fact, someone already did. Just one county over in Edgefield County, a woman skidded off the road into an icy stream. Rescuers heard her screams, but she did not get out in time. Another steep embankment, another body of water, another case with no guardrails. Now, I called the South Carolina Department of Transportation to ask about requirements for when they do use guardrails. I received a call back late this evening referring me to another office, and I'll of course pursue that to understand how we can help you make South Carolina's roadways safer for you and your family. Jenny?